Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. Today's battle's on the Ruinberg map, and we've got FadingNeptune again. This time he's in the Tier 5 British heavy tank, the Churchill 1. This is a tech tree vehicle, and he's got the top gun, which is a 75mm Vickers high velocity gun. Gives you average damage 135. And standard pen is 145, standard round at 202 with the premium round, which is allows him to participate in higher battles. In this particular battle is the highest tier, and it's a tier 4, tier 5 battle. Yeah, he's playing on the ANZ server, which has AI players in it, so they're marked with the columns on each end of the name, just to show you that they're bots basically. Anyway, let's see. I mean, the main purpose the main way to try and win these games is to try and kill all the standard human players. He's come across one in the KV1 and puts a nice shot in. And then he's got a couple of AR players crossing, so just to get that D22. And what's the KV1 firing HE at the moment? No, it's a bit odd. I'm not sure why he's pointing his turret in a different direction, but yeah, it's taken a fair bit in these lower tiers. Could be that he's looking around and he's forgotten how to keep his turret pointing in the right direction. In any case, it's taken out by the 234, and Fading goes in for his next target, which is another KV1. Just misses the opportunity to track him through the drive pocket, but it shouldn't really matter. He's going to go through this tank here, same method he's used on the previous KV1. So yeah, KV1 showing its side is not the best way to deal with it. But Fading's not having any problems going through with this gun. There's a tier 6 gun effectively, so no issues going through a KV1. He's just missed the 267 crossing, and there's the 4A1 he took a shot at before and missed. His team is slowly getting an advantage. Fading's up to 1.7k of damage, which is almost double what his tank's hit points are, which should be your main aim in the game, particularly at low tiers, trying to do 9 hit points worth of damage or more. Alright, takes that first shot on his tracks, and now he's got a couple of these AI players in the M8 A1s, which do fire HE typically, but they can fire a variety of rounds, and it's also notable that these AI players can fire premium rounds if they need to. But just putting damage in, got one kill there, which was his second kill, and that's his third kill there. He takes a hit from the T67, and another one before he can cross properly, so that's taken him down to a third of his hit points. He's up to 2.4k here, and his team's got quite an advantage now. Yeah, see, this is quite an odd looking tank. It's got a gun in the hull, which is one of the original features of the British tank, because that's a non-firing gun in this game. So it's only the turret gun that fires. But if you want a Churchill with that in it, you play the Churchill gun carriage, the TD. Yes, found an arty crossing there, puts one shot into it. There's a bit where he, I think, got the T67. I'm not exactly sure where that tank is, but it certainly hasn't been spotted for a little while. Neither has Fading, so it's just testing his position. hoping some of these bot players might be able to move forward and flush out some tanks. There's another Artie, the M41 HMC, just misses his shot there, gets a nice hit in there, and just puts a blind shot in just in case, but he got back in cover before that happened. So the enemy tanks seem to have retreated into one corner. And looks like the M4A1, T-34S and the T-67 and the M41 HMC are all, or in fact all the players on the enemy team are all human players, so that puts them still at a bit less of a disadvantage, but now they're basically running out of hit points. So anyway, it's got the T-34S, is putting shots into it. One more shot, and he's gone, so gets taken out there by, in fact, by one of the AI players. He tries and fires at him, and then he's got the T-67. He wants to get rid of him before he can put shots into Fading, and now he's taken out of the game, so it takes out one of the most dangerous tanks there, except for this M4A1 coming up behind him. Fading, I think, just missing the fact that he's crossing there, and he puts a heat round into Fading there, takes him down to 25 hit points, so this is a bit dangerous now. That M4A1 has got a big gun. Now he doesn't anymore. Sent back to the garage. So 4th kill to Fading, and there's only M37 left. And I'm not sure if he'll last that long. Fading's on 3k, 3.1 actually. And we'll get the opportunity to get another kill. Depends on. Everyone seems to be treating this M37 with a bit of respect, except for the Bishop, who takes him out. So that is the end of the game. Let's go and see what's happened here. Now, I just noticed at the end of the battle, one of the tanks on his team just had a crash. The Type T-34, I think he must have overturned. Anyway, Fading got a high caliber award there for the most damage, and the steel wall for blocking the most damage, and of course the ace tanker mastery badge there. 3.1k of damage and 4 kills, and just under 300 hit points of assisted damage there. There you go. Whoops. 1379 base experience gives you the ace tanker. Now, for the amount of damage, that's not a high level of experience, but it must have been due to spotting from other players there. Nonetheless, top damage there and top experience, and the next player 530 hit points, so they're almost more than twice the experience of the next player. And on the other side, the T-67 got the most damage and the highest experience, so almost equivalent to the third player on Fading's team. And again, the T-67 is a pretty dangerous tank at that tier, so he didn't play all that well necessarily, but still turned out to be the best player on that team. Anyway, 40 shots fired. It's not a really fast firing gun, but for the caliber, I think it's not too bad. 30 hits and 25 of those penetrated. He did fire a substantial amount of premium ammunition and used a premium consumable. So he used personal mission payouts there basically to get back into the black. So made a small profit there at 25k, but it is a tech tree tank after all. Anyway, another great game there from Fading. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. We'll have more great content to follow, and thanks for watching.